Hello, my name is Cody Purviance, and I'm a member of Indy Lug. These were part of a round done by Innovate Lug called the ABS Challenge. I got the honor of being a member of the 5th round. I was going up against 3 very talented builders. I believe his name's Farhan, Josiah N. I don't know the names. I should figure out the names. And Mike the Juggler are their Flickr tags. But so the competition run kind of similar to Iron Builder, but a little bit, lower key, lesser known builders.
And for people who aren't familiar with that, mostly means that there's just one piece you have to use in every build here.
Yep. So you can show it right here. The part that was chosen for our round was the lime green telephone piece, which I, for the record, did not know that LEGO made this part in lime green before this contest. But so I got to be part of this competition. They sent me 10 parts in the mail, and I opened my pack and I was like, oh no, I don't know what to do here. But thankfully inspiration struck, and we'll get to that mech down there in a minute. So basically, looking at these parts, probably my favorite build is Elsa right here. This is kind of based off of the Frozen Fever aftershock that came with Cinderella shortly after the hit theatrical release. It was rather inspired by several builders I've seen online, especially the bananas for the hair I borrowed. But probably my favorite part I like about it is the spikes left over from a bunch of the Exoforce mechs I had back in 2008. And I've never been able to use those parts for anything but some sort of creature. And so being able to find a more urban or flowing use for them was really, I just felt really nice about how it turned out.
Right, for that type of design with that dress that kind of opens up bigger at the bottom, I think that's a really perfect piece for that.
Yep. And then the geometric ball, this one originally had a lot more of them clicked on the sides, but I had to take them off because I had to use them for other projects. But you can see the actual full with the pieces. I had them clicked on here. You can see it on my Flickr page. Probably don't talk about the Caterpillar.
Okay.
So then the Geeky Caterpillar, or Dr. Andrew Wormas, as I called him, he was made, I honestly was kind of at the end of my ideas, and I saw my little sister's alphabet leapfrog book, and I thought, that caterpillar is perfect. So I quickly went and developed the head, and originally I was just going to have the head and kind of have a book, have it just, sticking out the top, and just call it a day, have a facade. But I got the idea to try to give it a little bit of body, and using the telephone legs as the telephone pieces out of the legs was a last minute idea, but I really like how it ended up turning out. And then continue with the theme of the ABS challenge. The previous rounds each had a unique piece. So the first round included I don't know what to call this piece, but that piece. Do you remember what that piece is called?
Okay.
I would call it a stoplight brick. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I think the next round was the ice cream cone, followed by the pink coffee cup, and then the gold robot arm was the last round. So I got the idea right before I posted of, hey, what if I try to get all 5 builds in the same model, just for extra bonus points? And
sure, that's cool. You incorporated the past piece then. That's really neat.
And honestly, that's probably what got me. I came second place, which was an extreme honor considering how talented the other builders were. And so I really like how those turned out. I have a Mulan Build down here, but other than that...
Got some more builds down here?
Yep. So yeah, I've got the Mulan Build, which was inspired by a joke that got going during the competition. So we started throwing around some Mulan puns, and so I was like, you know what, let's just build her. So I like how the shoulder armor turned out. I wish I could have worked with the chest plates a little bit better. And also probably made it a little bit taller, especially in the legs. But hindsight's 20/20 on that aspect. And I was really able to like how the coloration turned out on the background.
Right, I really like that. Yeah.
I made a nice contrast, especially when I took the pictures of it for Flickr. So. And then this is actually this. It's kind of a cross between a T-Rex and a Velociraptor in terms of its head. So, but I was inspired by a Velociraptor when I was copying. The making an eye was one of the first ideas I had from the round, but it took me a while to get the details just right. But I really like how the eye turned out. I probably want to try to build a much larger, like even full-scale T-Rex, using it on both sides. This is just a facade. But so I like how that one turned out right there. It's one of the most fragile of the builds, so had to be delicate with that one. And then the playground, I enjoyed trying to build a playground. I never really tried to build something that was like cheerful like this, and just finding the kids' emotions and all that was really fulfilling. I really like how the ladder turned out. It didn't conflict as well as I thought it was going to. So yeah, that's. I originally had a larger section that was kind of like a jungle gym idea that used these, but it was so fragile that I just had to give up on it. But overall, the idea turned out pretty well. Benny's face is perfect for the kid on the swing, I must say. And then so finally, this is the first build I made, which I had an idea to originally this mech was going to be a lot smaller, and I was going to use these for the legs. And ironically, another builder made it shortly afterwards in the exact same how I was going to build it. So I thought that was humorous. But I like kind of the roll cage, how it turned out right here. And beyond that, it kind of had a Blacktron vibe, so I threw in my Brickforge awesome armor right there. So throw a shout out to Kyle Peterson for that. And so yeah. So first attempt wasn't my best, but satisfactory.
Right, yeah, and these are all great builds. I love, competitions like that to get people building creatively like you did here. Were there any builds that you did for the competition that were like just fragile enough to photograph and then you couldn't bring to the show, or were they all pretty sturdy?
Actually, yeah, I have a tree that you can see on Flickr. I made it out of droid arms and just standard leaves, and I really like how the leaf actually ended up turning out. And then even funnier, so I just, it was announced that Joseph Sawada was the winner, which congratulations, Joseph. And I made him, it literally took me 2 minutes. I pulled the legs off my caterpillar for just a minute, stuck some olive green of the leaf pieces, quickly made like a little laurel of victory, posted that to Flickr, and I posted that 2 days ago, and as of now it has over 12,000 views, which is more than all the other builds combined. And over 150 likes. I'm just like, I don't know why this one build is so popular, but I took it apart because the caterpillar is obviously a lot cuter, so had to have him stay, but